Ladies and gentlemen, it is time now for the State of the Hood address. Please rise for Momma Earth. Hey, thank you. In the hood, State of the address, you have to introduce yourself. And nobody's here to do the sound check and all of that. It's just me. But you all used to that by now. I do what I need to do to get the job done, right? And so last night, after watching the president, well, actually, even before the president began to speak, I knew I needed to do a State of the Hood address. And so I took a look at the responses to that. And, one in particular that said, go for it, really, really encouraged me to go ahead and do this. This is the first State of the Hood address from Momma Earth, and hopefully there will be others. But I think we have some work to do, some unfinished business, before we can move forward. Like in the 12-step program, that first step is to admit, that you're powerless and that your life is unmanageable, you know. And I think as we look out at our people, we can admit it, right? We admit that we are powerless over this system and that it has made our lives unmanageable. Yeah. And then we came to believe that a power greater than the system could restore us to sanity, right? And then we make a decision to turn our will and our lives over to the care of God as we understand Him, which is critical. We'll get to this whole religion thing, you know, uh, in a minute. But first, I need to make apologies. So, let's start from the most pain, okay, and then work our way up. So, my first apology is to the mothers and their families who were ripped from their homes. And I'm talking about that State Street corridor, LeClaire Courts, the homes on the near West Side. I'm talking about the projects. I'm talking about those families whom once the decision was made by the system that the projects were no longer useful, uh, without fanfare or concern, they came in and they put you out of your homes. Many of you have been living there for years. I mean, that was your life and your family and your culture and your experience, and it meant something to you because it was your home. And they just came in and snatched you out. I remember when it happened and how a little data collection they did in the beginning. It was just like, here, take this Section 8 voucher and get your ass out of here, and no accountability. But I want to say now, the community activists, we did fight and we did rise up. We did do that to no avail, obviously. But I don't want you to feel like we didn't care, the activist community, because we cared greatly. You had Beauty Turner, who has transitioned, but she was a voracious fighter for your rights, and We the People Media, and Mary over there, and Francine, and down at not Ida B. Wells, yeah, the Well, Ida B. Wells, yeah. So I'm saying that to say I'm sorry. I'm sorry that happened. And you were moved into neighborhoods, and you probably were unwelcomed and unwanted, and so you've been here in this new situation for a while. And so I want to offer my apology and ask you to forgive the CHA, to ask you to forgive Hood, to ask you to forgive the community, ask you to forgive everybody that was involved with that, so that we can let that go and we can move on and we can be about the business of building our communities. Let it go, because you can't change it. You know, if there was some hope that you could change it, then yeah, okay, let's. But then I would be telling you, use that energy to organize. You know, inner anger, just in and of itself, you should understand, is a repellent. It repels your good. You know, and so we got to lose the anger, folks. Let's apologize to the young adults that don't leave the block. You know, um, put yourself in their shoes and stuff. If you go too far from your block and you may run into police that haven't frisked you before, so they're going to frisk you, they're going to dehumanize you, they're going to strip you of your dignity. Other uh, members of other blocks may strip you of your dignity or strip you of your life. You don't feel seen as a human being. You you're always public enemy number one, the first suspect. You know, you're the one that catches the most hell. That's what I want to say. You know, in this whole black struggle, you know, it's and then the ones who love you, you know, they catch, I guess, your hell and then their self-created hell. So I apologize, baby, that it's like this, you know, but we're going to do better by you. I'm telling you, you know, this is just the beginning, you know, but we got to do this together. I know the president said something about, where is that? He said the strength of our work ethic and the scope of our dreams. So that's what we're going to be working on. The strength of our work ethic. We're going to define the strength of our work ethic. And then we're going to talk about the scope of our dreams in part two. So let me finish my apologies. Apologies to the young women who had no role models, because those of us that could did get the hell out of there and try to go and assimilate. Try to, well, that wouldn't be me, but try to go and assimilate, try to do the right thing, try to get ahead and stuff. But we carry a whole burden of shame and anger. We left you, though. We left you, and we didn't tell you how to grow up to be young women and, you know, leaders in the community and stuff. So all this bands making you dance and uh, you know, the clapping thing you got going and stuff, and this strong desire to show your ass and your breasts and to cloak your regular hair in other hair. Uh, if it makes you feel uh, like more accepted or more beautiful, um, I would be wanting to say go ahead and do what makes you happy. But because I know that we all suffer from post traumatic slave disorder, um, I can't imagine that uh, looking like uh, a white woman with long hair um, could truly make you happy. I think it could make you feel like, okay, now I'm meeting the standard of beauty that they set, so now what? But I'm thinking that that might not be working so well uh, for you, because we could put on the hair and we could, you know, adopt the language and we could do all that, but we still would be black, you know. And that's the core of that. And I apologize for not teaching that better. Um, this is a YouTube State of the Hood, so I don't have all the channels commandeered, so you all have to listen, you know, to everything. But I gotta go to a station break, and we'll be back with the State of the Hood address uh, somewhere in America uh, in about 15 seconds. So let's just close out. Okay, part two. This is somewhere in America. This is Jay Z, who was in the news a great deal. He's awesome, isn't he? We'll talk about Jay later, Jay and Beyonce. When and that's gonna be the section when we talking about this Illuminati. Let's get that shit cleared up. Uh, Okay, so apologizing to you for not giving you these proper role models that you needed to feel that your beauty and your skin color and your body uh, is a beautiful, desirable, but also a sacred thing. And so, what we do is we violate the sacredness of ourselves when we put it out like we do. And I know, it's the tail wagging the dog or the dog wagging the tail. You get caught in that cycle and you're there and you don't see any way out. But I've been watching my girls on Facebook and I'm seeing you all cutting your hair, cutting the perm out, going natural, going to the gym, working out. Um, some of you are working, some of you aren't. Some of you are entrepreneurs, some of you aren't. This is for the brothers and for the ladies. I need you to sign up for the affordable health care uh, and start doing some preventive measures on your health. A healthy body and a healthy mind is going to be critical to us achieving our goals and stuff. And so I know that the University of Chicago has some partners out there in their urban partnership that are looking for you, that they want you to sign up through them. They have doctors. So just go and, be proactive. It's a sign that you love yourself uh, when you take care of your health. You're not when you don't have to be perfect and you don't have to get it all right. But what you do have to do is try. You got to do something. You got to move in the direction of your dreams. And you do that one step at a time. Let that step be health. Okay. Back to my apologies. Now I'm apologizing to the people who have never been broke. The black people that are three, four, five generations of having money, and so they may have a sense of privilege. And we talked about privilege on Facebook, right? That's when you don't relate to the issues of others because it's not in your personal experience. And so I'm going to apologize to you, for not being more clear about when and where I enter the whole race enters with me. You do have a responsibility to our people. You do need to send some money down. I don't send money to places that it's not going to get all the way down here where the work needs to be done. Nobody's asking you to drive down to the hood, but send a check. Send some money. We need some money to do the work we're trying to do. And we don't have Kickstarter. Nobody funds our Kickstarter campaigns and all this shit. So we need you to give us some money. And I apologize if we hadn't made that clear in the past, okay? But no time like the present. I apologize to the middle class, who is middle class by one generation. Um, and you got there through working hard. I love you. I applaud you. But don't forget about us. $10. You can send $10 somebody's way. Uh, if there's somebody panhandling, don't be mad at them. Give them $1. Stop worrying about what they're gonna do with a damn dollar. What difference does it make? But you gotta, because you baddest your bootstraps and all of that good stuff. That doesn't give you carte blanche to disrespect or disregard people that might not have that will that you have, or they might not have had that opportunity that you had. It is a good thing that you made it, but it is not a good thing that you judge those who didn't. Some of you have jobs in social services, And you need to stop. You've got to get a grip, and you've got to understand that these are your people, and you are in that job to serve your people. That's why you're there, to help others, not to cuss people out, not to make people wait for hours and then talk to them like, they're less than nothing. Stop that. It's worse for you than it is for them, because they already down. They have, no, not too many more trapdoors to go through. So, but if for your energy and for what goes on in your life, because you do understand that what you put out returns to you. It may not come back where you need a link card, but it might come back that somebody that you love winds up needing one. It doesn't even have to be that. It could be anything, because in the universe, it's not measured tit for tat. That's human shit, tit for tat. It's not tit for tat, but it is what goes around comes around. And besides all that, it's the right thing to do, to treat people right. We got to do better. These are your people. When and where I enter, the whole race enters with me. They come with me, you know. And so if you don't like me, then you don't like them. If you don't like them, then you couldn't like me. So I don't need you to smile for me. What I need you to do is use those service jobs to be in service. You get a good salary. You have a lot to be grateful for. And I want you to start treating my people better. Okay? And I apologize if I didn't make that clear before. I'm sorry. But it's a year of action. And so we are going to take some different actions this year, right? Yes, thank you. Okay, so I think I want to just apologize for our ancestors too. They did the best they could under circumstances that they had. In fact, they did better. They did better than actually we're doing right now when it comes to caring about each other. They were willing to get out in the street and let dogs bite on water hoses to say, I am a man, I am a woman, I deserve to be treated equally. Um, but we've lost that, and so I'm apologizing on our behalf to our ancestors, and I'm saying that in this year of action, we are going to get up off our ass, and we are going to take care of each other. That's our year of action. If the president puts some stuff out there that we can benefit from, or we know somebody that can benefit from, we're going to help them to benefit from it. We're going to do the extra step and go the extra mile, and we're going to raise our brothers and sisters up off their knees. You understand? That's what our year of action needs to be about. And if that's what it needs to be about. So we can talk about politics and the other things of participating in the system to make a change. But right now, we're dealing with the heart of the matter, and that is our own disconnection, as Willie Barrow said some years ago, that we are disconnected, and we need to reconnect to one another. We need to have some love and appreciation for each other first and foremost. I know one thing about us, we know we had a gift of gab, and whether it's singing, rapping, talking, preaching, we have that gift. So it is a gift. It is not meant for you to use it to talk about one another. Okay? And so that's it with the apologies. We're going to stop talking about each other so much. We're going to stop judging each other so much. What she got on, where her hair came from, or what, all of that is getting you nowhere. And we don't have time anymore. We got some people on our tails and they thirsty. We better wake up.